Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. First things first, if you're watching this video, go ahead and drop a like, drop a sub, and drop a comment as well. Now today, I'll actually be coming at you guys with a different style of video recommended to me by a friend. And if you're wondering who you're looking at, you shouldn't be if you're a true bodybuilding fan. But you're looking at Milos Sarchev. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. He was a bodybuilding competitor from the 90s, and you probably know him now for being the coach that just brought us the best rigging grinds we've ever seen. And maybe not top 10, but definitely probably top 15, I believe Milos is for abs and quads in bodybuilding, man. This guy had a really incredible physique, and he was known to use insulin, but that's on a side note. But I think Milos' highest placing at the Mr. Olympia was only 10th due to it being so many great athletes. But Milos actually posted this up during this week once he got to the Legion with Regan Grimes, and as you guys can see, he still has abs, man, and Milos is looking pretty good. And actually, a lot of these guys have a lot of similarities that I'm going to share in this video, and we'll break that all down after I go through all 5 of them, man. But Milos honestly has better abs than me right now. So Milos Sarchev is going to be the 5th person on this list. It's not really honestly an order. I'm just listing 5 of them off. And 4th, we have, do you guys know who this is? Now, if you guys don't know who this is, just go ahead and cut out the video. No, I'm joking. You can stay and find out. But if you don't know who this is Frank Zane, 3-time Mr. Olympia, and probably the king of aesthetics, the father of the vacuum. I'm not sure if he created, but he definitely made it popular. Frank Zane, amazing physique, man, very aesthetic. And here you guys can see the comparison to him after retirement. His quads are still separated to the hip. You can still see the serratus anterior. Still see the delts and the chest, man. Amazing physique. And as you can see, these guys in this video are some of the most genetically gifted athletes of all time. Frank Zane is in his 70s, and I believe Milos is around 57-ish. But this is amazing, guys. My tricep isn't even cut this deep now. And these aren't recent to Frank Zane, but this is definitely pretty deep into his retirement. And he still looks amazing, man. Good genetics, eating proper and training, it just shows you how well you can age as a bodybuilder. And next, this guy really impressed me, man. Robbie Robinson. And I know who Robbie Robinson is, but I actually haven't looked too deep into him. And this guy has one of the greatest physiques of all time. And I'm not just saying that, man. This, especially for the era he was in, the 70s and the 80s, I'm pretty sure he was like a Black Jesus, maybe Black Samurai. If I would have saw this guy as a child in the 70s or 80s, no doubt I definitely would have been a bodybuilder. This is probably the closest we've seen to a cartoon character next to Phil Heath. Now, this is a comparison, of course, on the right. This isn't super recent, but it was after retirement. But look at the left, man. This doesn't even look real. Look how bubbly he is. Look at the chest. Look at the serratus. This guy physique is just unreal, man. And he wasn't able to win the Mr. Olympia competition. He won the Mr. Universe. He won the Mr. World. And I also believe he won the Mr. America. Actually, it's a lot of past things I can go in detail on about Robbie Robinson. I'm actually really into him, and I'm probably going to do maybe an in-depth video on Robbie Robinson in the future. Or you guys let me know in the comment section. Would you like to see me break down some of these older bodybuilders from the 70s or the 80s? Because I've been thinking about doing a little history on the channel. But second, we have Labrada, who is one of my favorite bodybuilders of all time. And if you guys were wondering what was my profile picture on YouTube, it is this exact photo of Labrada. This is a pretty much perfect physique in my opinion, and I'm a shorter guy, around 5'6", 5'7". So Labrada is one of my favorite bodybuilders, as well as Sean Ray and Lee Priest. And Labrada was only able to place as high as 2nd at the Mr. Olympia because he was around the time of Lee Haney. But you can see him now. He's still has veins running through his arms, still has decent tricep separation. And Labrada is actually 61. And this is a video of him just doing some squats. And you can see the separation of his legs, man. Like I said, my legs don't separate this. Lee is probably in better conditioning than some of the guys on the Mr. Olympia stage right now, in all honesty, man. But Labrada, man, amazing physique. And as you can see, all of these guys, Labrada is 61, Robbie Robinson, Frank Zane in their 70s, and we have Milos in his 50s. And these guys look amazing, man. And at the top, of course, we have Dorian Yates, and I saved him for last because he is a 6-time Mr. Olympia. I'm pretty sure all of you guys are familiar with the Shadow, one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time. Most people will probably have Ronnie or Phil Heath second, so I guess third you would have to take your pick of Lee Haney or Dorian Yates. And I'll probably go with Dorian Yates, man, because Dorian just brought some crazy conditioning that probably the only person that's even close to bringing that level of conditioning now is Heidi Chupin. And I believe this was one of his photos from the infamous 6-week out photo shoot, where he did a photo shoot 6 weeks out from the Mr. Olympia and was more conditioned than guys that are standing on the Mr. Olympia stage today. But this was actually the current photo that Dorian Yates put up on his account. And as you can see, he still has abs and you can see the serratus. So this actually made me curious about this video, and I was also recommended by Mark's Max Muscle to look into it. So Dorian said he was out doing some type of, I'm not sure actually, some type of hot water diving or something, and that's why it looks like he had so much of a tan. But I just thought this would be an interesting video to make, guys. You can see that all of these guys still have hair. That's another one of the comparisons I want to make. There's a lot of younger guys that are going bald in their 30s and 40s, and maybe they were losing more hair when they were competing, and just after retirement, moving off some of the drugs, they were able to maintain some of the hair. But as you can see, all these guys, all 5 of them are some of the most genetically gifted athletes of all time. But there's going to be a video for today, you guys. I hope you did indeed enjoy it. Like, comment, and sub. I am out.